yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be a fresh start. Let's see if we can resolve the issues we're having with the raycast. Yeah, so it was a bit of a nightmare yesterday. I couldn't get that raycast from the screen to the box collider for the table. So today, hopefully we can get it correct. I've got some ideas, I did a little bit of reading, and so I'm hoping we should be able to get started and get the ball rolling again a little bit. So let's jump in. Here we go. So I've done a little bit of reading, and I think the thing that I was doing wrong, let's open. So we had this input controller here, and what we were doing is yeah, the screen to point to ray, which is fine. But then this raycast, we've been using a different, so physics.raycast is also physics 2D, which I didn't realize. Yeah. Which is, I originally was trying to find a physics, like a raycast 2D, but I couldn't find one. And it's because it's in the whole separate class. It's called physics 2D class. Again, bit of a dumbass move, but I mean, hoping that's going to fix it. So let's jump in and try and get that sorted. So let's see what the methods are. Physics 2D .raycast. Origin direction. So it's literally the same, except you just use a vector 2. I don't think you can use a ray. Yeah, okay, alright, so we should just be able to use touchray.origin. And that might do it. What does it return? Raycast it 2D. So, and then I've been looking at some stuff online. What? Oh, it's a, yeah, there's always a hit. It's the collider you want to check for here. So, okay, here we go. So we'll change that to physics 2D.raycast. Oh wow, that's a bit. And now there's problems. Yep, this is stuff I was halfway through doing the other day. Oh, so not bothering with that. Raycast it 2D. If you get a collider, the collider's game object. Awesome. Let's and that's if we, okay, let's leave them in for now. And let's see what this says. Okay, errors have cleared. Let's give this a go. Oh, got the Unity remote thing set up here. If it's gonna work. Oh yeah, it's on. So start. And yes, it is of course working. Oh my days. Finally, we got it working. Oh, it's been so stressful. Oh, I'm buzzing. Right, sweet. But we can't do anything else at the moment. We can't do swipes or anything. And as soon as we let go, sweet. That is perfect. I've got a little bit of hay fever again today, which is a bit annoying. So I'll try and not sniffle too much. Nobody wants that. Alright, sweet. So, wow. Let's have a look at I forgot what did we split it out? Great background. No, we've made it really generic. Oh no, I had touch input for the game start / cooking functionality. That's us done with that. Let me just duplicate that card. I'm going to do this as a separate thing. Game start. It's game start and end functionality actually there. I still need to mess about with this. I think you can use Butler to move things to another list. So you just keep the most up-to-date things that you've been working on here. So this will get really long if you don't archive stuff. So do that at some point. Right. Buzzing. That is sweet. In fact, I need to just... Before we move on, there's a lot of things I changed, and I'm not sure they were all correct. So, table, for example, we can now delete this canvas. That's gone. This is back to being box collider 2D still. Yeah, so the thing I was thinking is that, so we've got box collider 2D, and the way the colliders work is that when two colliders intersect, the physics system then resolves that collision by, moving them back or do what they need to do or sending a trigger. But box collider 2D is technically, it's just the outside is the actual intersection points. So I was trying to collide with the middle of it. Well, because it's 2D shape, there is no intersection there. Apart from in this physics 2D thing, apparently, which I'm not sure I fully understand. So the other option I was going to go for is to change it to a box collider, just a box collider. And then obviously a box has all the sides and it has depth, so I could intersect the box with my ray because it has a front face, which is the thing that I think was missing. So I think there was possibly two ways to fix that, but this one works. I can still just use a basic box collider 2D, which is good. So I'm happy with that. The problem is now I made so many changes yesterday that I need to try and untangle this mess. I think most of them are valid changes. There's a lot of stuff I changed here, but I think most of it's fine. I did a tag. I did some messing around with that level prefab by accident when I was tinkering with things. In fact, I deleted asset scripts. Yeah, I deleted them and renamed them. In fact, so it's not quite got the rename, but it's just diff all the scripts ones. Okay, it's because they're all brand new. Right, okay, let's look at the input controller then. So I don't need this, don't need that. The touch ID, level controller. Oh, we need to take out that debug logging. Oh, it did actually hit the table as well, which means we stored the touch ID. I should check that. Take out the logs. And it did the end game stuff, so it must have stored it. Alright, that's pretty happy with that. Cook touch handler. I'll let it separate out there. Alright, yeah. Add it all. It's gonna be a long one, this long check-in, so. Oops. Oh. There we are. Oh, that's so relieved. Yesterday I was really downhearted by the fact that I just made no progress. It was like 2 hours that I spent, one, messing around with this Unity remote thing, and then two, then finally getting into it and hitting issues with the raycasting. It was just... But you have those days. Progress is never linear. I think this is the first actual issue I've run into, so that's good. We'll overcome it. Okay, let's have a look at touching the blade swipes. Right, so we might have to have a little think about this for a second. So we've got the cook touch handler. Now, so if we do this after the cook touch handler. We know that we've handled end game and start game and blah blah blah. So anything after this we can count as a secondary touch, as in a blade touch. Yeah. So what we can do, we'll start writing it here. So what do we want to do? We want to do all the same stuff that's in the blade class here. In fact, we just call these functions. Blade trail. And we want to update. Just in a fixed update because it's a physics object. Update cut needs to take. Okay. So we could update this and make it public. We can keep all the functionality in this class and take a vector 2. No. Take a vector 3. Screen to world point. That's got to work exactly the same as it does with input.mass position, right? If I put a touch dot. Yeah, because touch is in screen space position as well. So the input.mass position is a vector 3, which is a bit weird. But what is our touch dot? Is a vector 2. Point array. Yeah, so it should be fine. We still want this to work for the editor version though, don't we? We still want to be able to maybe we need to do an if-def here. Is it if-def? Is that how you do it in C#? I know there's some if-defs for the like how you're running it. If-de platform dependent compilation. Unity standalone, that's what we want. And then otherwise, we'll assume we're running on a mobile because that's all what we're gonna. Got an example. It's just hashtag if and end if. All right, sweet. So what we'll do. In fact, screen to world point. How does it do in here? Screen point to Ray. Surely the vector 2 version of this. Okay, so we should be able to just pass in a. I think we should just be able to pass in a vector 3. Okay. So the blade, let's take vector 3. screen position. In fact, no, let's make it vector 2. See if this is happy with having taken a 2 vector 2. .2D position. Do not do move. Seems strange how I do that. Yeah, and what we'll do is we'll only call this if Unity standalone. And then what do we import dot mass position? Can't remember what it was like. Mass. Okay. Put dot mass position. So the fixed update will do nothing here if it's thingy. And what we want to do is hook into all of these. So public void, end cut, public void, begin cut, public void, update cut. Oh, I'm sweating, man. It's so hot today. Okay. Right. This could be simplified down. I'm not going to mess it with it now, but we can simplify this a little bit in a minute. Okay. So now we've got this begin cut, end cut, and update cut, which can all be called from that other script. So input controller, which we already have with the level control, we don't have the blade. Well, public, I want this to be public one. Blade. And then we do cook touch ID not equal to then it must be a blade swipe. So alright, design question, do we want it to be able to have multiple blades? I think that's pretty OP. I don't think I want that. Let me see how the blade class does it. What I should do first actually is run this in the editor without it being connected to Unity Remote to see this is no longer working. If I have to do it all with C#, if defs. If elif. Oh, I can just use logical operators. Can I? Can I just do all? Let's have a look at this, see what happens. Alright, yeah, so Unity Editor or Unity Standalone. That still works, cool. Alright, we've fixed that bit. That's awesome. Update cut, got that bit working. So now we want to do it where we call it from the input controller. Yeah, so that's what we want to do. So let's just have a little look. It's got the update, we've got the begin, cutting users true. So this doesn't handle this very well because obviously in the mouse version there's only one mouse. That's not the case with a blade. So we have to monitor the phases in that one. Yeah, so what we're going to do, we have to store another touch, or a touch ID should I say, private int e equals -1 or -3. Yeah, so if cut ID touch if equals 0, we'll do that. Yes, we want to always want to skip for the blade one if it's the cook touch. I'm struggling to say that every time. I should rename the variable. Then if it's a new thingy, then we do that. Oh. Then if it's so now we want to handle the phases, so we need to tell it to do, we need a start and an end, we need to do that, and then at the very, very end, we need to do update cut. But we'll have to do that in the fixed update. Okay, a little bit distracted. I feel like there should be a constant for this called invalid touch. Already defined. In fact, I'm going to Google that. Doesn't mention anything. Okay. I'll just do it here for now. Could have used the rename functionality, but hey. Hey ho. There. There. No more -1s. Sweet. Update. Blah blah blah. Halfway through doing that. If it's not invalid, then we do input get touch. Yeah, that's not the same index. I don't want to loop again. Yes, I do. I don't care. Do I care? What was the problem with storing the touch, the actual touch? This is a bit annoying, that moment to do this. I don't understand why they wouldn't have a method for this. Oh no, I won't do that. Get touch. Touch to origin. Touch position. That's what I meant. Oh, which is in screen space. This is super annoying. Oh no, that was right. In fact, I did want to send touch dot position. Yeah, because I was actually doing the screen space to world space in the update cut function. So that should be fine. A bit lengthy. A bit annoying that I've had to do another for loop here. Anywho, so we've got that now. So it should always be updating. So now I want to check for the phases, which I did a lot of in this other one. Touch dot finger ID. Touch dot phase. Okay. Touch phase dot. Let's do it in order. We need to call begin cut. What does it do? Begin cut. Going from the rigid body 2D transform, which currently, yeah, so this thing with the update cut, the position's getting updated constantly, which is slightly different. So mouse is constantly updating here. We're always getting it, we're always updating it, getting the position, updating it. We're just not cutting. That's the difference, we're not cutting. So in our case, we can't do this. So there's an additional functionality here that we're going to have to do. Yeah. Which should take it to vector 3. In fact, what we'll do, I'm going to change this. Public void, update, cut collider. Position. So this is what we're going to do here. And then what we'll do is before begin cut, we'll always call this, because this will take screen position, basically call this. In fact, we can now replace this. What values have we got? Previous position. No, I think we should just pass it in to all of them. Don't know if I'm overthinking this a little bit. This trail isn't going to work right. Alright, let's not mess about with this for now, actually. Alright, get rid of that. Let's just get it and see that it does what I expect it to do before I start changing it to fix the issue. So else if could also have done a switch statement here. And the update, we'll update it. Alright, cool. Begin should be ended. So if do the cook touch stuff, then if this touch is not equal to the finger ID one. Oh. No. Yeah, because we don't want to do it if it's that one. Then we do, if it's invalid, we set it. Then we begin cutting if we began, and we end if we've ended. Otherwise, we don't do anything. So if we're moving around, we don't care because we've already got the touch ID. Then in the fixed update, we call update cut, which moves the position of the rigid body. Bypassing touch position of screen space. That screen space will then convert into world position and update that rigid body just before we start doing the thingy. So the blade cut trail will start in the not great place, but it will then the middle bit should be fine. And then the next cut will start from a position that's totally weird as well, to where the last one ended more likely. Okay, so let's give this a go. Alright, is it valid? See if it likes it. It seems to. Is it going to work? Nope. I have to close Unity and start up again. Okay. That's a bit annoying. Can't believe how warm it is today. It's crazy. Sweet. Okay, let's see, will it work now? Yes, okay, we got it. Start. Oh, whoa. Oh yes, we haven't got our level controller to have the blade. I'm a little happy with this now. Start. Object reference. What does it say? Not set to an instance of an object blade. Why not? It's right there. Blade trail prefab. Okay. Alright, I think what I need to do... Oop. Some kind of level controller here. So if we do this, right, we're gonna need it. What's the equivalent of set active? Is it enabled for a... Dot. So this is that bit there. This is also... Yeah, this update will essentially be removed at some point. Or at least if out anyway. So that should now hopefully not complain. Okay, it's happy with that. Oh no, this is not right. Tablet's right. Tablet's also right. But to start, this doesn't work because it doesn't make sense to do it in two places. So what we'll do is in the game scene here, we need to go to the game menu, start button, and the click events, add a new one. And then enable it. So now wow, it does. Problem is it comes so I know you can't see it, but I'm doing it right at the top of the screen here, and it's dragging from where my first touch is to where the other bit is. So that's a bit dodge, a little bit dodge. So what do we need to do there? Right, we need to... I don't know if that's because we're still using the editor, so it's doing a different code path. It's not quite doing what I expected actually. So the way it was working in Blade is, so update was always updating the mouse position, and then begin cut and end cut was simply moving the rigid body and then starting instantiating the trail here. So setting that to true also to make sure that it does the stuff with velocity here. Updates previous position, which is what's used to calculate velocity, which is only ever set. Okay. So we need to do a lot of this already again. But then if you are doing move position, you only want that to be done in so currently you can begin or end a cut in a update frame. We can't do it all in the update frame because we will want to move position. I tell you what, right? What's going to be super easier is if we just add current position. We've got previous somewhere. Let's add. And what we do is on update here. Right, that's how we're going to do it for this one, right? Then in these, that takes a transform. I think I'm concentrating too much on this update versus fixed update thing. I think we should just do it. Alright, okay, we've got the publics. Yeah, begin cut. The end shouldn't matter. It's only on begin that we really care about this because when we begin, we want to make sure the collider is in the correct spot for us to start the trail. So it's already there that really matters. So input and get mouse position. The update that's doing the flux update here is done that way. And then before we do the transform, yeah, we've got the position. Right, okay, let's give this a kind of another world here. It does not like that. Yeah, which is good. So touch dot position, which is in screen space, and we convert it to world space afterwards. Right, let's have a little look at this. Nope, I'm right at the top here. I'm swiping. Right, I'm tempted to see if it's different if I actually do a full build. I think this might be an issue due to me using it in the editor. It might be getting like the input.get mouse position, other stuff like that all messed up. And the get mouse position takes the average between the touches, which is kind of what was happening. I had a touch like right at the bottom of the screen. I had one where my blade was, and the blade it began halfway between them. So I think this is just an issue with it's running in the editor, in Unity Remote, or whatever it's called. Okay, you can't see this, but I'll give it a quick go. Yeah, works perfectly fine. I'm absolutely chuffed with that. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, we got it. And I got 2 out of 3 stars there. Look at that. 2 out of 3. Not bad. Look how close that was. Alright, awesome. So, bit of a weird thing. We're going to have to keep a lookout for that. I don't know how we're going to fix it. Because what's happening is, in the blade, we've got input.get mouse position. Oh, actually, I haven't actually got an if around this. That might be it. And it's in level controller, is it? Where's my input stuff? Oh, it's here. Let's give that one another whirl in here then. It plays so much smoother on the that actual built version of the phone compared to the edit version. It's only just a. No, it's still doing the halfway thing. I wonder if. Check out that part. Nah, it's still doing it. It's really weird. Alright. Oh, mate. That might have done it as well. Because we were still updating the position. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's much better. I can get to the top of the screen now. But I have now broken. Can't remember what colour it was. Miles away. I have broken this version now where I play it in the scene, which is no good. So let's see if we can find some stuff on this online. Unity. not quite what I want, that's just it not working completely. Alright. Because the problem is we're technically in the editor, which is why we can't have the in editor. But I think standalone. So we got UniEdit, define directive to call UniEdit scripts from your game code. Edit code on Windows. And we haven't got like just mobile or something. Because we could just have Android and iOS and go from there. And make it specific that way. So use get mouse position for everything else, but if we're on iOS, or Android. WebGL would be the way. Yeah, there's more that would use get mouse position. So maybe I invert this. I still don't think this is work. I don't think it would count as. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Not really sure what's going on. I don't know if I'll be able to fix that. Right, let's just try it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What do you mean? Okay, so you don't do if and def, you just do if def not and not, or you do not. It's if, is it? Try this one. Let's give it a go. Yes, that still works perfectly fine on there. But then if we unplug it and run it again. Yeah, no, we're not getting any input. Sweet. That's absolutely fantastic. It should be doing that, what? Because my if defs. Try that way. Okay. That works. Let's double check that it works again in here, because I may have just broken it by doing that. absolute nightmare, this. Once it's set up and I know it works, it should be fine though. Please don't make me... It's gonna make me close Unity again, isn't it? For goodness sake. It's just a little bit... You don't want to be having to stop to sort this stuff out. It's a bit stressful. Again, it's one of those things, once I've figured it out, it's going to remain that way forever, so it's fine. Okay, please work this time. Yes, okay, we're in. So now... Nope, it's gone back to the other way. Okay. Which do we want? I think we want it this way. This way currently does work with the editor, the regular editor. But then we are still doing touch stuff. For the rest of the touch stuff, I'm just going to play it on the actual device. I think it's more important to have it in the editor. I don't really want to be developing on the actual device all the time. Oh man, that's annoying though. Blah blah blah. Well. Is there a directive for Unity Remote? Nothing in here about the remote stuff, right? Unity versions. Okay. Oh yeah, let's leave it as that because that is the actual correct way. It's just in Unity Remote, it's technically in the editor and also technically still Windows, which is a bit funky. Maybe I could set something up where I have a toggle a button and that decides whether it defines one or the other. No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, okay. So the next piece, so let's have a look at the here. So add touch input for blade swipes. That works. I want to just double check that double blade swipes don't work. only ever getting one, kind of. Oh, it's getting, yeah, it's getting one, but it's split in 3 ways between the. Close that. So that's that bit done. The other thing was being able to take your finger off and back on again. That was the other one. Which currently, I see how we did it. Input controller. So if it's invalid, okay, new one. Take close like then we can I call start game every time. So what we need to do is handle the phase, which we do here. So if it's ended, then we end the game. That's not what we're going to do. If it's ended, we've got an issue here, an ordering issue. So we might have to store. Nope, we don't need to do that because we have the concept of the fact that cook touch ID will be invalid would end the game for us. So do all this stuff. If let me just double check this. So then we end the game. Because what will happen is we'll come through every single touch by iterating through them here. It's going to be a little bit slower to do this. We might have to loop through the touches a few times. So we already got one here for looping through all this stuff. We've got one in fixed update for looping through stuff. If we really want this to work properly, we're going to have to do it in each of these touch handlers, which is not desirable. 3, 4 loops. Because although touch count, well, up to 10. Looping through something 10 things a second, most of which will be invalid, which will make it 30 things, not a second, every frame. But how else could we do it where we... Because the cook touch could be in the order of the get touches, could be the last one, rather than the first. And when in doing so, we could have had another touch which would have classed as the new cook touch. But because of the ordering, yeah, I'm going to do it. A little bit inefficient, but we're pretty limited on the number of touches. What was I doing? Where was I doing it even? Gonna loop through again. I think we take this out of here. Okay. Do I care about this for now? You know what? I don't like how I'm going to implement it, so I'm going to leave it. It's already getting unwieldy. Nope. Yeah, we're going to keep it simple for now. We're just going to call the handlers, cook touch handler, then the blade touch handler. On each touch, yeah. Alright. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with it. Right, let's still not happy about that if def thing. The platform dependent code if def thing. It's a bit frustrating. Anywho. Before we move on, we have to create new cards. Of the just a little background on why I didn't implement it. Sometimes it's nice to add that in. I mean, you can possibly call that a bug as well. Nah, it's a new feature. It's a feature. Perfect. That works. Create background level image. I'm going to put that over there and create a new one because create table for background and image. Finish off background image. Checklist. Add a table. Improve. Is there anything else I can think of? Let's have a look. So it's just the back wall really is pretty naff. And the floor here is just all far too linear. Yeah, like you can't see it here. Right, I'm not gonna do any more stuff on the phone for now. So let's play. So this works correctly. Yeah, so see here, it's a bit harsh. Like I've added some towards the back, but that's actually on the background, the actual floor part of the image that I added in. So I need to add a little bit more around here where the chairs are, and also underneath the table wherever that goes. But well, obviously it's going there, but okay. Sweet, that is fantastic. So what next? What next? Let's have a look at a list of to-dos. Oh, delete that. So we could do some more artwork. We've got visuals here, animations, save data and create saves. So I would like to do that, but I haven't done enough reading around that area yet. There's some other bits and bobs I want to do. Add levels. This would be labels, development work. So you'll be given a specific set of time. So this is where this gets a little bit more complicated. If I have a countdown timer, which I can't spell, then that means you must ideally be able to finish the level in that time. Like the color must be able to get to it. Although maybe not actually. Later on, I was thinking about having an effect where you have to chop the ingredients and it increases your speed. So that would mean that if you just didn't chop anything and just tried to get the color bang on, you wouldn't get enough points for the level. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get 3 stars without chopping anything. But as you chop it, obviously it gets faster, and then that impacts how close you can get it. Oh, it makes it hard for you to get it anyway. So let's add cards for all of those. In fact, because let's just copy down. Copy. Ingredient, chop, speed increase. Point. That's the other thing is not a checklist. So I'm gonna smash out a couple of these. I think this kind of time. I want to try this. This one's kind of fun. This one here. So what I'm thinking is when you chop, blah de blah de blah, it's actually on the ingredient. Where's ingredients? Scripts. Ingredient. On trigger at 2D. So we do that. Level data. Current score gets plus equaled. Score value. So what I'm thinking about having is a stop that. Oh, we need to check all this stuff in. Don't know all this stuff is. I've changed some ordering of things. Oh, there's so much metadata. Jesus, come on. All right, let's. Current position we don't need. That what we do. Take screen position. We change that to be a move position. Got the blade, like eye touch, blade touch. Set it to disable to begin with. Alright, okay. Where was it? Blade. Current position. No references. Not pushed in a while. Sweet. Alright. So what did we say we're going to do next? We're going to do add points on screen display for chopping. Yeah, right. So what we want, let's go to the blade. What I'm thinking, so that's the blade object there. Currently all the logic for the cut, I believe, is in the ingredient, which is fine. I think that's the place it should be, but the problem comes, I don't really want to add a text. Maybe I do. Maybe that is the right thing to do. Let's add one to the scene anyway. New. Text Mesh Pro. Say 50. Bold. Don't know what the font is I've been using. Guess it's just that one. I need to get some more fonts. 20. That's a bit big. 40. Oh, 50. That's big. Can you change it so it fills to this? Pivot points in the middle, right? Okay. Then an animation we want to do. Window, animation. Nope. Animator is what I want. List is empty. How do I do this? This looks like the jobby actually. How to animate sprites. The pro tip, what I always do is always change this to past year. Not transitions. What's Ray saying? Ray. Yes, 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 yes. That's just a UI elements tutorial. Diddly-lee. This isn't as easy as I thought it might be. So I do one of them. How do you? TMP sprite animator. No 5-minute video. Just turn this up. This pretzel's super loud. I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm not doing this all myself, man. How to? This is exactly what I want.
Hey guys, Jimmy Vegas here, and in this mini Unity tutorial I'm going to show you how you can create. Don't forget, click the subscribe in my channel if called, or you just want to have some fading text effect, fade in, fade out. So at the moment I have a scene and I have some text here, and all I've done with this text
Fantastic.
is just basically change the color to white, increase the size, and add in a font. So there's nothing particularly special about how this text looks. If we press play, go to the game view, we'll see that it just looks as you would expect, like that. No, it is a lot simpler than you would think. So if we go to animation, if you don't have this animation tab, you can click on the menu button here, click on add tab, and click on animation. And if we click create, we can call this whatever we want. So we'll call it fade.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what I need to do, of course. Add tab. Scripts. What? Certainly don't want it there. I want to remove this because I don't know what it does. I make my own animation anyway. So here we go. Animation window, create. Don't want it there. Oh, library, cooking game, assets. What's in here? Sprites. We probably have another assets called animation. We'll call it text fade out. Okay. Let's see what it says now.
Right, so call it in chord button and set the first keyframe, which is 0. And that first keyframe would mean alpha right here is 0. So all we've done is click the color right here and change this alpha.
Okay, yeah. And then what, like half a second? Get rid of that window. We don't want to loop. Speed of 1. Motion time. Okay. I literally can't see it. Scene. Not really doing much, is it? Transitions, text fade out. Oh no, it's not that, I think. What's this called? Liberation. What is it called? What? Desmos Pro text. Color gradient. Extra settings. What is this? Oh, that's the shader. And that's where I've changed this. It's not really working though, is it? Not doing anything. So, remove property. Add a new one. First font color. Do that one. Oh, sure I said that. Turn it to 0. So now if we do it. Sweet. That's interesting, the overlap there. Let's add the spacing. Stop that. Font size. Spacing. Character. 6, 7. Like that. Rename this to be score screen text. causing Z. Yeah, that's fine. Just make that 0. The only thing is, new. What's this called? Is this canvas? In-game overlay. Which we want to just screen space overlay. We do one sort order. Yes, 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 yes. Pixel perfect. No. What's the hood? And what's the other one? The game menu. They don't really have a sort order either. Canvas scaler. Okay. Right. So we got an in-game overlay. Where's my? Let's do this back in here. And I want this to be relative to, I don't know, the center, I guess. Because I'll most likely be here. So I think that would be fine. Right, let's have a look at this. So, cool. I like that. Do you need 60 samples for? Does that make that huge a difference? No, that's nicer. Okay, so we've got one of them. Now what we want to do is add an event in game overlay. In fact, I'm going to rename that score text canvas score screen text. This is going to have a none by default. That's the other thing as well. We don't want that animation to repeat. Apply update culling. Where's the looping stuff? Want to add an event. Destroy. Oh. Surely. There's a hell of a lot of stuff here to pick from. Where's destroy? On destroy. Let me do this in the animation window. Mirror, cycle. So look at animation events.
2, 0. The text will want your text because we're in 60 frames a second. We'd set this to 120. Then on the 120th frame, we would set the color, or specifically the output. For X, have your first keyframe set to what it should actually be, and have the text. So if we press play now, we should see this text fade in. There we go. Now you could go one step further and have it fade out. Town, I don't know, something random, I guess. So let's now modify this text to fade out after a couple of seconds as well. And it can all be done in the same animation. So if we go back, and at that point, what we do is alpha, which means it will always stay the same. The animation will continue, but that fading won't occur until we say so. So now we want to fade, it will always stay the same. The animation, set it back to 255. What that does is it creates a section right here where no change is ever made to that alpha, which means it will always stay the same. The animation will continue, but that fading won't occur until we say so.
Alright, okay,
so
yeah, sure.
we go to frame 400 and then press play. So we should see it fade in, stay for 3 seconds, then fade out. And there we go. Simple, and it's absolutely... I can't believe how...
That was annoying. Didn't tell me what I wanted to know. I'm sure there's something that's... let's have a look at the events. Animation. Events. Wow. This is horrible. Why am I having to do like this? Shoot it. I don't want to have to... Kit bank, canvas. It's on destroy is not the right one. I'll try on destroy. Let's see what happens. It's not. Oh. a bit annoying that I'm having to do this. I don't want to have to make a thing for this, but it looks like I'm going to have to. Which is a bit annoying, to be honest. Okay, let's do that. Source screen text. I suppose it's not a lot of work. C sharp script called screen. Score text. Destroyer. I can't think of a good name for this. Text destroyer. Text destroyer. This is literally all it's going to be in charge of. I'll just call it score text. Controller. Which will be in the wrong place. Where's it gone? Let's open it. Void. Destroy. It's literally all it does for now. I'm sure you can call destroy from here. This is animation event. Some functions will learn mono-behaved components that may not work as intended if used with animation events. Of course, it's at the very bottom. Is destroyed. Don't know why you can't call it. I think it's fine to have this anyway, because we're going to want to call like a create method anyway, which won't be on this actually. We just move that. Score text. Just see. Cool. That works. So just undo that. Put that back. And what we can do. bit wordy, but it works. Create score text. Oh. Public game object called score text prefab. Identity. Alright, sweet. So now we will be able to create one of these score texts and original, position, rotation, parent. Oops. Come on. It's a transform, isn't it? Okay, so now we can create it. It'll be a child of this class. And I don't have to put this, do I? I can just put transform. And that should do it. Position. So now when the ingredient dies, it would need to have access to it. I'm going to replace these with events or whatever actions later on, but for now I'm just going to put score because they're all super tightly coupled, which is not ideal. I don't really want this to have a reference to anything else ideally, but just for right now. Create score text. Transform dot position. So I'll do exactly at it, which isn't what we want. We want it to be above somewhere in some kind of random ass position, slightly higher than where we destroyed it, but this might get us halfway there. Title instantiate it, then on this it'll call destroy on itself, and life will be good. So we just need to hook everything up. Score text. Which is annoying. We could do with doing this as a this is not the right way to do this, but I'm just going to do it for now, just to get things working, because I'm going to do a little bit of Googling about events and stuff. I've not really looked that much into them at the moment. Green instantiate. So what we're going to do is ingredient. which it will not like. Ingredient. Oops. Can I not just do that? Does that work? We just cast it? Nope. Nope, you cannot. Ingredient, okay, component ingredient. Which means now it's the ingredient spawner. Look how tightly coupled this is. I really have to change this because this just won't do. Okay. Okay. I think we might have done it. Does this need anything? Nope. Let's give it a whirl. Cool. Yeah. Yep, it hasn't. You're right, it hasn't. Because we don't have one. Prefab. Okay. Wasn't quite right. Fed to 3, position go to enemy. How do you convert that? No, that'll be right. It's not relative to the parent. So when we do this, that should work. That should work. Right, let's delete this from the scene now. Oops, I did the wrong thing. Position is there, and there, but why? Did I do call after destroy? Yep. Wait, maybe don't do that. We'll just log the position as well. Do that. Clear it all. Here we go. It was 1.1 or 1.000. Oh, I'll do another one. Okay. This time we're doing it to the rigid body. Let's try. Nope, they're exactly the same. Minus 0.9 and then 2.8. Accept. Unity. Date. Oh, I need to do. Do I need to do world to position? Camera. Let's just get it working with camera.main. World to screen point. Was it? Let's try that one. Did he clear all that? Yay! Okay. Happy. Go back to the ingredient. Get rid of the get component. Get rid of logging all this crap. Make that transform. They were the same anyway. And now play. Cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the animation though. So let's go to the prefabs. Animation window. Delete the key. Color. What do I want to change? enabled. Rectangle transform position. I don't want Z. It's the only one I don't want. Pause X and pause Y I want. Scale. Anchored position, that's not what I want. Why is it only showing me Z? Transform only Z property. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, exist anchored stuff. So what I want to do is just go with anchored position dot Y. So that's the current starting position, and then here I don't know, like I want to increase by Y in 10. 10 is that an amount? Insert key. I want to add a key. It's changing both. 0. You tell me I can't have a key on the same spot for different things. Why is it changing? Oh, I've forgotten. It's that stupid thing at the top, isn't it? It actually determines whether you're changing it. Nope. Ah, get off. Why do I keep clicking that? Clicking the wrong play. I'm going to do it again there. Save it. Alright, let's have a look at it. Not what I want. Not what I want at all. Anchored position. Ah, maybe I can just do it that way then. Let's remove that. And instead, oops, stop recording. Remove that as well. I actually just want to change the save that bit. Anchored position.y. I don't think this is going to work. I think it's going to happen the same thing. Let's see. Maybe I need to set a different value on. Oh wow. Um, how can I do this? Oops. Equals screen position. That's where I'm going wrong then. Let's do that. That maybe this will make it work. Seems to be happy with it. Oh, they're over there. Which one did I use? Screen position. Try that. Not sure what it is, but we shall see. Boom. Oh, bloody heck. No, it's still there. Not even close now. Oh my days. Okay. Right, let's make this easier. That stuff's fine. Cool. Let's go text controller. Update. Transform dot. Okay, and just make that go higher. Double to float. Let's see about that. So, a little bit of a hacky workaround. We're not going to bother with animations anymore because that didn't work very well. Let's just see what happens there. We're going to increase this. Increase it some more. Here we go. Let's muck about with the prefix a little bit. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. It's Control Y. It's confusing. 50. It was the font I wanted to change, font size. So let's make it 150. 165, sure. 100. 120. Okay, and then what I want to do is add another property to font size. And we'll put it here, make it to 120, stick it here, and make it 150. I'm not sure what this thing is. Anchors, pivot, put this back. I don't like that it's going away from the bottom top left though. Is that always how it does? Spacing options. If I do it like that, I wonder if that. Yeah, hey, there we go. Awesome. Just give it a whirl. Let's see what happens. Can't hit anything. Okay, I like that. Don't know if it's a bit. Oh, that's the other thing as well. I'm not on grade school text. What's it called? TMP. Using TM Pro. Text mesh equals my brain's just stopped working. That's right, yeah. Get one of those, and then what we're going to do is text mesh dot text equals dot toString. We create it, we do that. Score value. Decent. And then I'm pretty sure my different score value 10, score value 20 for potato. That's what we're having. So now when we do it, 10, 20, 10, 10, 20. Too many semicolons. Okay, that's that bit. I also want to update this animation. What's this one? No, actually, 120 was fine. It was this one. Okay. So what I want to do is take all these keys and move them in slightly. What do you mean on color gradient? What are you on about? Can't believe how bad this is. Why is it? I don't understand why it's like this. I have to do it after a second. Okay, I'm happy with that. Sweet. Close this. Well, I say I'm happy with it. Score overlay. Oh, right. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay. So that's that bit. Let's get the hell out of this. Save this. Why has that not been saved? Is that now saying? No, it's fine. Let's do that a bit higher, just so I can see it a bit better. That's okay. I like that. Okay, cool. Right, I think that's that checked off, to be honest. Add points on screen display for chopping. Done. Finish off the background image. Timer on 10 o'clock. It's been 2.5 hours. Okay, I think I might call it a night here. I think I've made a little bit of progress there. Obviously, we've got everything working on the mobile devices, which is cool. Scores adding up. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. I still need to do the addition of the scores here, and I think I might do it by, it might be a bit brave, but having some way of having these points kind of animate over towards this and then increment. or have that one decrement whilst that one goes up. Yeah, that'd be quite cool. So if you had it, yeah, so it pops up, it says color match score or something. And then total, and then all of a sudden this starts decrementing and this starts going up. That might be quite cool. And then you can have actually the stars animating too, so as it gets above. I forgot how we've done that, you know. Have we done that? Is it in an update? End game menu. Calculates the score for the color match. We'd have to calculate the score for the ingredients. And then if we take this part out and put it in an update function, and then as the score's climbing, it goes ding, ding. We could even add an animation or something, or an event that makes it like splash the star, like pow, you got one, pow, you got two. My only worry with this is because I'm not used to the ways of doing things. Like I need to learn more about the events and, you know, generally talking between game objects and components. I haven't got locked down yet, so a lot of the way I'm doing things is very tightly coupled and not ideal, especially for reusability. But I think that'll come. I just need to do a little bit more reading on delegates and events and actions and things, and I might do a little tutorial and just go through a few examples there. And there's the scriptable objects as well that I've been watching a few videos about, but they baffle me a little bit at the moment. I'm not really sure. I feel as though you could use them for everything, and I'm not sure that's would actually help with readability and maintainability. So yeah, still a lot to learn, but we're getting there. I'm pretty happy with progress today. It's much better than yesterday. I made like no progress yesterday. Um, but yeah, okay. Before I forget, final thing I'll do is do a build to my phone and just double check it one more time. Build and run. And just double check that it still works properly on the. I mean, I could do a little bit of artwork actually. That's something I could do here. Go and work on that table or something like that. Here we go. Level 2. Oh no. It's not working correctly. It is not working correctly. It's still doing that thing where it's like between the two points. How did I do? Where's my blade? Blade. Uh, Maybe that was the way I was supposed to do it. Try it again. I have a feeling I've probably just messed up the this now. This will now will not work. Oh, for goodness sakes, I can't have one or the other. Let me. If T editor. or Unity. Let's just double check these platform dependent code things. Platform dependent code, where is it? Maybe you just can't have multiples. Uh, where are they? Editor. Standalone. No, it's definitely those ones I want. Let's just try it with the most simple. Like if not Unity Android. Let's go with that. And if okay. Is it the build settings then that take this? It's because I am building for Android, aren't I? So if let me think, how do we want to do this? So we're building for Android. That's fine. That means Unity Android is there. But when we're running the editor, Unity editor is still there. So we need to use that. But if I use that, then this will not work. Yeah. I'm going to go with this for now. Because I think the Unity remote will still not work, but I think that's the least. Yeah, so now we can work again in here. And when I build for, because my actual build settings are Android. So if I'd switch to this, yeah. Let's go with this. Yeah, replace yourself. And we'll give this one quick whirl again. Come on, little one. Cooking game, level 1, start, hold it. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Yeah, I certainly cannot complain. Right, I should get like an emulator for my screen or something that you can see. But then most of the time I am doing it in this thing here, so I guess it's not too bad. I wonder if I can use that remote thing now. Let's try Unity remote and let's just double check it is broken, which is what I'm expecting to happen. It's not going to let me, is it? It's going to make me close Unity. Let's just double check it anyway. Let's go again. Come on, computer. Boot us up. Oh man, it's warm tonight. So hot. Right, let's give it a whirl. Yeah, so it's still doing that dodgy thing where it puts the collider, like I'm right at the top of the screen here, and it's taking the average of the two positions. So there's not a lot I can do about that at the moment. Other than just remove the code completely, which I don't really like. Could I do it a different one? Could I do it a different way? That's not using mouse position, using something else that doesn't do this weird interpolation. Can you turn that off, in fact? Is that a thing? Touch, turn off, in, get. Bet this is a thing. Let's do that. File, edit, project settings, input, input manager. Frame. I don't know what it'd be called. Um, uh, mobile device input. Decide to multiple things in the mouse switch on. Put to use touch input as soon as possible. Yeah, but that doesn't tell you how to have both, does it? And the defines don't work. I mean, it would work if I built in standalone mode, but then that'd be weird to build in standalone mode and then use Unity remote, as that's the mobile thing. And in fact, I don't know if it would work. Maybe it does work. Project settings. Build settings. Build settings. Let's see if this works. Whoa. That's not scaled right, is it? Is it still going to go to my phone? Yeah. Wow, look at this. Look at that. Oh, it's gone off. I unplugged it. Yeah, anyway, that's not the right thing to do. Okay, I think I'm going to call it a day. Let's go back to this. Switch platform. Is it done? Yeah. Double check it one more time. Yeah, it's working properly. Okay, sweet. And let's just clean up our switch off. Yeah, we've done that. I do need to check in this though because I did make those slight modifications to use Unity Editor. I mean, I could just always use my device now. Sure, I don't think that'd be too crazy an idea. And delete functionality altogether. It's a possibility. For now, though, this will do. Fixed bug. That doesn't really explain the fix, but you know. All right. Yeah. So pretty successful day. Pretty happy with everything that went today. You should be hopefully seeing some more from me tomorrow. I hope to get on again, get a little bit more progress. Obviously, we've got this is kind of the end of the week for me or sprint, so I'm going to kind of be rounding up what I've done and sticking that in a video. But today has been really good. It made up for yesterday where there was like no progress. Anyway, yeah. Cheers for listening, guys. I'll see you all next time. Bye.